You know what time it is. It's Texting Tuesday. This is Josh Schoenly with eXp Realty and Nexa Mortgage. And today we're going to talk about how you can tap into the greed gland of the folks in your database to get more clients. I'm going to give you some ideas and some scripts that you can use to create conversations and to uncover client opportunities in your existing database right now. And I can't wait. I'm sure you're excited as well. This is, of course, Texting Tuesday. Every Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, we unpack scripts, templates, etc. that you can use by text, email, and in many cases on social media to get you more client opportunities right here and now. Before we dive in, I have some housekeeping items. Number one, if you're watching on Facebook, do me a huge favor, hit the like button or the heart button. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Number two, that you've smashed the bell to be notified of new live sessions. And number three, that you hit the like button on this specific video. If you're watching on LinkedIn, hit the like button or the light bulb button right there. There are some great resources that you will find above or below this video in the description, including information about the Real Script Vault. Check that out if you haven't already done so. We've got some incredible bonuses for you for those that decide to give it a try for a measly $1. There's also a free class that you'll find in the description. And lastly, there is the opportunity to schedule a strategy call with yours truly if you're interested. In fact, I had a great call with a fellow by the name of an agent by the name of Larry in New Jersey just a few minutes ago. Actually, we wrapped up our call. I would love to chat with you, whether it's about partnering with us or our programs, whatever way we can help you grow your business. Now, I'm curious to know in the comments. So comment below, in your market, is new construction inventory going up or down? Specifically, new construction inventory, is it going up or down? And it ties into how we're going to play on the greed gland a little bit here today. And if you don't know the answer, you might want to find out, right? That is how, that's an example of how you can be the market expert in your local real estate market, knowing things like that. Like, not just is inventory on the rise, but is new construction inventory on the rise, and how you can take advantage of that. Jason says it's up. And someone else said it's down in Maryland slightly, right? Because you all know this, but things are different in one market versus another. Things are different in one price range versus another. Things are different in one school district versus another. And if you're the person that knows and understands that information and can talk knowledgeably, confidently, when you have conversations with consumers, you are more likely to get their business. Someone else said it is up. Okay, we're going to get into today's script. And while I bring it up, I want to mention that as we do each and every week on these Texting Tuesday sessions, after we wrap up, my guy Mike will compile everything that was shared as far as scripts, templates, resources, examples, variations, etc. We'll put that into a Google Doc, and we'll send it to anyone who would like a copy. All you have to do is comment below greed. Comment below greed, and Mike will send you that document as soon as it's ready. If you don't see it within 24 hours or less, or 24 hours or more, just email Mike at growwithjosh. And you can do that whether you're watching this live or you're watching it after the fact on replay. Okay. So here's the idea. I'm actually going to stop my, no matter the client or the potential client, virtually every person on planet Earth would like to get a deal, right? Now, there may be a few exceptions. Some folks, there are small exceptions where people like to pay a premium, But I would say whether you're talking about first-time home buyers, move-up buyers, or luxury buyers, everybody wants a deal. And that's how we're going to play on the greed gland idea here today. And specifically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to text out a link to all of the recently price reduced new construction homes in my market. All of the recently price reduced new construction homes in my market. Now, this is a relatively, I don't want to say new phenomenon, but this is something that was not happening for about 18 to 24 months. It's just in the last couple months that builders have had to start to reduce their pricing. Okay. Now, if you don't have, one of the reasons why I asked about new construction activity, if you don't have new construction activity, you could just offer out and send out a list of all of the price reduced homes in your market. You can build that list in your MLS, or you can use something like what I'm going to do right here, KB Core. Okay. Inside of KB Core, the squeeze page, you click on build squeeze page, and then you can choose location data. And in this case, the options that I chose are newly built and reduced, as in had a price reduction. And so I'm going to show you how many results that comes up with in my market. And then I'm going to go ahead and filter in the CRM and get a list of people that we're going to send this out to. So there you have it. 119 new construction homes, new construction properties. Oh, you know what? I've got to edit this. Listing type. I don't want contingent or pending. I just want single family, townhouse, condo. We're going to generate the link. There you go. That's how you edit one while you have it still up there. So I'm going to re-enter that. What do we got when we made those tweaks? Instead of 119, we've got 80, which is still a great list. It's still a great list. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go over to KV Core. I'm going to go to the Smart CRM, and we're going to pull a list. I'm going to pull a list. I'm going to go to the filters. I'm going to choose new lead or prospect. I'm going to exclude the active leads on this particular one. And I'm going to choose, if it will let me, choose contact details. We're going to go with buyer, has phone, has email, subscribed to text, and we're going to apply filters. And while that is loading up, which will take a minute, let me remind you, if you comment below the word greed, we will send you a document with all of the resources, the templates, the scripts, the variations, anything mentioned in today's session, so you can very quickly and easily R&D, rip off and duplicate, and put into practice for yourself. So I've got 10 pages of 250, so 2,500. I'm going to go to some, we're going to go to page 6. I'm going to go to some older, more seasoned contacts in the database, and we're going to fire off this script. Come on. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to select all. I'm going to say mass text. I'm going to say, hey, first name. Check out all the recently price reduced new homes here in Central PA. Could be a great place to find, or a good place to find a great deal. Okay. Again, playing on the greed. Everybody wants a deal. Everybody wants a deal. So there we go. Hey, first name. Check out all the recently price reduced new homes available here in Central PA. This could be a good place to find a great deal. Okay. Now, obviously, you want to put this into your own words, or your own sort of, the way you speak, and what makes sense for you, which is why I always recommend reading these out loud before you push send. Okay. So I would not recommend changing the larger scope or the overall sort of tone of the email, right? But you could tweak it to fit your language patterns and the way you speak and your vernacular, let's say. Okay. So let's see here. I'm gonna go to page 7, and we're gonna do a slight variation this time. Just mix it up a little bit. Once again, if there aren't many new construction properties available, or there aren't many that have had price reductions, I could simply remove, okay? I could simply remove the newly built option and just go with reduced. Or if you're building your list in your MLS or other IDX function, it may be a different moniker. It may be a different, term. It is worth putting this list together, though, to deliver the curated information to them, right? You're saving them some time and energy by giving them a curated list in this case. I'm going to select that. In this case, I'm going to change in the parentheses that says this could be a good place to find a great deal. Maybe you can find a great deal. Copy that. I'm going to send that. Now I'm going to send this to one more grouping here, and then I'm going to show you what this would look like via email. And I normally go to the top of the hour, but I do have to sign off here around 10:50 today for those joining me live. So we're going to do one more here. Maybe I can come up with one other variation. I'm going to say, here are all the recently price reduced homes available right now in Central PA. Maybe you can find a great deal. And I'm also trying to keep it short. If you don't have their first name, we could just lop off the hey first name. That's not a prerequisite to this working by any stretch. Okay. So let's do this as a mass email. Okay. So I'm going to say, whoops. I'm going to go mass email, subject line, for a great deal, question mark. Okay. I'll paste that in here. Say first name. Just going to go first name. Here are all the recently price reduced new homes available right now in Central PA. Draw some attention. Notice when I hit the space bar, it turned it into a hyperlink. Who knows? You might be able to find a great deal. Let me know if you'd like more info or a private tour of any of the properties you see. Great rest a week. Thanks, Josh. We're going to include my super signature. There you have it. There you have it. Pretty simple and straightforward, right? So we are, we're the idea between or behind this, the greed gland, right? And leaning on that has a lot of application, right? Because all we're trying to do is get into a conversation. Everybody would like to get a great deal on anything that they're buying, right? And by you making it easy on them to identify a potentially great deal, they are going to be more likely and interested to have a conversation with you. And so it could be price reduced homes. It could be price reduced new construction homes. It could be price reduced luxury homes, right? So let's see. I'm going to show you in KV Core how easy and simple this is, but you can do the same thing in whatever platform you've got or right in your MLS. So let's say I just want the list of all of the reduced, the price reduced homes. Okay. I go here. Now this is all of them, not just new construction. This is all single family townhouse or condos that have had a recent price reduction, that are active on the market with a recent price reduction. Okay. 418. Maybe I want to cater it to luxury. Okay. For me, in my market, I think like the accepted luxury price range is like 2.5 times the average price. So for me, that's about 600,000. Okay. So I could build a list here of all of the luxury homes, Central PA luxury homes with a recent price reduction. And this is another great list. Or maybe you're in a market that's seeing an uptick in foreclosure activity, right? And you could send out a list of curated foreclosures, and include that information. It could be a great place to find, or a great way to find a good deal, or a good way to find a great deal, right? But I've got 48 luxury homes in my market area, in my market coverage area, with a recent price reduction. Okay, so there are lots of different ways that you can kind of slice this. But whatever you do, take this concept and use it in some way, shape, or form. This also makes for a great social media post. A great social media post. And in fact, maybe what I'll do is, because I do have to wrap soon, is I'll create a little short Loom video on what that would look like. But literally, it would be very similar to the email. So I would have my link ready, and in the text, the description, I would say, check out all the available recently price reduced new construction homes in Central PA, the link to it, and then some kind of image. I could just take a picture of the image here. I'm not sure on my screen. I could just take a picture of the search here. Okay, so I could take a screenshot of this, and that could be my image on my social post with this, that when someone clicks on it, it takes them over to these search results, right? So this one is a great one to use by email, by text message, on social media, and there's lots of ways that you can kind of slice it up. And this is also one that you should probably use on a regular basis, and just curate the list a little bit differently, right? Luxury, new construction, all of them. Low priced, maybe multifamily, maybe maybe you're in an area where there's waterfront homes that have had price reductions. Who knows, right? Just curate lists like this, and in particular, this one with that price reduction, playing up the fact that you might be able to get a good deal on one of these. Okay. Many of you have already done so, but if you'd like a copy of the document that we'll put together, Michael, my team, will put together with all of the scripts, the templates, the variations, the resources, etc., that you can R&D, rip off and duplicate, or swipe and deploy, just comment below the word greed. The word greed, comment below. And if you don't see it within 24 hours, email Mike directly at mike@growwithjosh.com. mike@growwithjosh.com. If you haven't already done so, check out the Real Script Vault. You can see it scrolling by. There's also a link above or below in the description. Check out the free class in the description if you haven't already. And I would love to chat with you if you'd love to chat about partnering together and getting my help and my team's help to help you grow and scale your business and eventually get off of the transaction treadmill. You can schedule a time to chat at growwithjosh.com/chat. As always, if there's anything we can do to help or support you, please don't hesitate to ask. Thanks for spending some time here with me, and I look forward to chatting again real soon.